Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman. We have a great show today, and I can't wait to get started. But before we do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join the pack today. So I got the news late last night. This kind of breaking news, I suppose. The Supreme Court ruled in Trump's favor regarding mass deportation of illegal criminal aliens. In a 5-4 decision, Trump is now officially able to use the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, enabling the administration to continue with the deportations of criminals out of our country. And I actually have the ruling here. Let's see. Okay, yep, I got the ruling right here. And I found this on X. Let's go ahead and give it a read. Starts up here. The Supreme Court of the United States, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, on application to vacate the orders issued by the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. What is that word? Per curiam. This matter concerns the detention and removal of Venezuelan nationals believed to be members of Trinidad, or TDA, an entity that the State Department has designated as a foreign terrorist organization. See 90 Federal Regulation 10030/2025. The President issued Proclamation number 10903 invoking the Alien Enemies Act. Blah, 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 to detain and remove nationals who are members of TDA, invocation of the Alien Enemies Act regarding the invasion of the United States by Trinidad. 5 detainees in a punitive class sought injunction and declaratory relief against the implementation of and their remover under the proclamation. Initially, the detainees sought relief in habeas among other causes of action, but they dismissed their habeas claims on March 15th, 2025. The District of Columbia issued 2 temporary restraining orders preventing any removal of the named plaintiffs and preventing removal under the Aliens Enemies Act of a provisionally certified class consisting of all non-citizens in U.S. custody who are subject to the proclamation. Minute order on motion to certify class number 25, blah, 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 blah. On March 28th, the district court extended the TROs for up to an additional 14 days. See federal rule, blah, 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 blah. So, on the surface, I can say this looks like a pretty significant win for us over here on Team Trump, but I don't know. I'm not sure right now. It looks like, just looking at this document, that yeah, it's basically saying that the president can use the Alien Enemies Act to deport illegal aliens. It says, yeah, all non-citizens in U.S. custody who are subject to the proclamation. Yeah, so, yeah, basically he's able to restart up these deportations, hopefully, at least when it comes to these, this criminal, as it pertains to the criminal gang, TDA. But let's take a listen here to, if I can bring it up quick, to what Pam Bondi had to say about the ruling. I got you guys an audio clip here. I got this also from X. I got this from the X account Trump War Room, but it's just a quick little minute-long clip of Pam Bondi.
Of law. Well, Lawrence, this is a landmark victory for the rule of law. And this is what we've been arguing on behalf of President Trump from day one. These are enemies of our state, of our country, and they should be deported. And what the judge ruled was going forward, from this day forward, all those planes that are gone are there. Those people are staying. So there are a lot of reasons why Americans are safer. From this point forward, the hearing will be held, it's a habeas hearing, in the court of confinement, which means in Texas. Yeah. So it will be a much faster hearing. They can't do class actions. It will be a much smoother, simpler hearing, and these people will be deported. Americans are safer, and domestic terrorists, foreign terrorists, you better look out, because we're coming after you. I'd start self-deporting if I were you, because we're going to find you. Well, Lawrence, this is...
Well, now it seems like she means business here, but I don't know. I think it's still a little early to tell if this is a huge win, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this court hearing goes later today with this activist judge. Let's look at this article. This is also from Fox News. We got this article here. Maybe. Here we go. If I can exit out of these stupid ads. Okay. Alright, here we go. From Fox News. Boasberg contempt shutdown looms after Supreme Court hands Trump immigration win. The federal judge in President Donald Trump's crosshairs over a deportation case could still move on holding the administration in contempt for failing to share important information. Yeah. It looks like they're still gonna maybe try to get him on contempt, which however the hell that works, how you're gonna hold the whole administration in contempt. Good fucking luck, my dude. Goes on, it says, a federal judge is weighing whether to hold Trump administration officials in civil contempt after they defied a court order blocking deportation flights last month. Even as the Supreme Court on Monday handed the administration a temporary legal victory, allowing it to resume use of the 1798 Alien Enemies Act to deport illegal immigrants, President Donald Trump's immigration agenda is colliding with the federal judiciary as his administration races to fulfill a central campaign promise: mass deportations. The aggressive pace, which has included the removal of alleged members of violent transnational gangs, has triggered a wave of legal challenges from critics who claim the administration is unlawfully ejecting migrants from the country. The High Court's 5-4 decision, which Trump praised on X as a great day for justice in America, lifted a lower court's injunction and allows deportations to resume for now, though with added due process protections. The unsigned 4-page ruling focused narrowly on the lower court's order and permits the administration to invoke the Wartime Era Alien Enemies Act to expedite removals. However, the ruling does little to halt the escalating feud between the Trump administration and U.S. District Judge James Boasberg, who has signaled he may hold administration officials in contempt for defying his order last month to ground deportation flights. Judge Boasberg has been scheduled to preside over a hearing Tuesday, which is today, on the plaintiff's request for a preliminary injunction. That hearing was set amid his ongoing consideration of the administration's use of the state secrets privilege, which officials invoked last month to block the court's access to information about the deportation flights and the individuals removed from the country. Boasberg vacated the hearing in a minute order Tuesday, noting that the previously scheduled proceedings, which would have reviewed the request for injunctive relief, are likely moot in light of the Supreme Court's recent ruling. The High Court determined that migrants are entitled to a hearing before removal from the U.S., but that the appropriate venue for such proceedings is the Southern District of Texas, or wherever. God, sorry. I'm having a hard time. Oh my god. Why is this computer so stupid? Okay, for such proceedings is the Southern District of Texas or wherever the plaintiffs are currently detained. Boasberg ordered the plaintiffs to file a notice on April 16th indicating whether they believe a basis remains to proceed with their motion for preliminary injunction in the D.C. court. If so, he said they must propose a briefing schedule for further proceedings. Boasberg's minute order does not impact any contempt proceedings, however, which he previously suggested he could move on as early as this week. Though Trump and his allies celebrated the Supreme Court's intervention, the decision offers only a narrow and potentially short-lived reprieve. The ruling requires the administration to provide detainees slated for removal with proper notice and an opportunity to challenge their deportation in court. However, the justices said those legal challenges must be filed in Texas, not in Washington, D.C., a jurisdictional shift that injects fresh uncertainty into the lower court proceedings. The decision drew a scathing dissent from Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who warned that the ruling would make it significantly harder for individuals to contest their removals on a case-by-case basis. We as a nation and a court of law should be better than this, she said. Whatever. I don't care what freaking Sotomayor says. Boasberg blocked the administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act for a 14-day period last month to allow the court time to review the case on its merits. The judge drew scathing criticism from Trump, who labeled Boasberg as an activist judge and called for his impeachment, prompting a rare warning from Chief Justice John Roberts. Yeah, I would say that he is indeed an activist judge. We can all agree to that shit. Boasberg has said he will decide as early as this week whether to pursue civil contempt proceedings against Trump administration officials for defying his order. 3 planes carrying 261 migrants, including more than 100 individuals slated for removal solely under the Alien Enemies Act, were flown to El Salvador last month from the U.S. around the same time Boasberg issued an emergency order blocking the Trump administration from deporting Venezuelan nationals for 14 days. Boasberg also issued a bench ruling ordering that all migrant flights be immediately returned to U.S. soil. The administration did not comply, and hours later, the planes arrived in El Salvador. Yeah, we know all this. We know all this whole dealio. I already went over it. Yeah. Yeah, we already know all the rest of this. I already covered it on the channel here, but so I guess, like I said, guys, let us know what you guys think in the comments, first of all. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out in court today. Hopefully, with the ruling, Trump will be able to rein in some of these activist judges. Like, we really can't afford to waste time on the nonsense of this just blatant judicial overreach. We only got 4 years, so to kind of get this shit done, and lawfare against a duly elected administration is not a good look, bro, especially as it pertains to deporting criminals. These are criminals that you people are advocating for, so like some of the worst criminals in a lot of the cases that I'm seeing. So I guess I don't know. These judges really don't seem, in my opinion, to have a leg to stand on, at least when it comes to the legality of what Trump's doing with deportations. The federal government, especially the executive branch, has like all the power when it comes to like protecting our southern border and uh, homeland security and whatnot, and immigration kind of falls under that, So I don't think they have a leg to stand on, but they're gonna fight this tooth and nail as it comes. But we'll see. Make your own opinions though. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think. But that's all the time we really got today. Hopefully, I do plan on trying to keep you guys updated on the whole stock market thing. I will try to do that. It seems like we're rebounding right now on it, so it's holding steady. Things are kind of going back up. Yeah, because you got like over 70 countries looking to negotiate on the tariffs, so that kind of bumped up the stock a little bit, but we'll see on that. But thanks for joining us today, guys. You can follow us on X and Facebook and Rumble. We also have Patreon. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Join the pack today. We really appreciate your support, and don't forget to comment, shout out on any of our videos to get shout out on our weekly podcast. But we'll see you next time. Peace.